Once upon a time, in a quiet little village at the edge of a big green forest, there lived a kind and cheerful girl. She always wore a bright red cloak with a hood, which her grandmother had sewn for her. Because of that, everyone in the village called her Little Red Riding Hood. She loved her mother, her grandmother, and the forest animals. She was curious and full of joy, but sometimes she forgot to be careful. One sunny morning, Little Red Riding Hood's mother baked a basket full of warm cakes and poured a small jar of honey. She called her daughter and said, "Grandma is not feeling very well today. Please take this basket to her. Stay on the forest path, don't wander, and most importantly, do not talk to strangers." Little Red Riding Hood nodded quickly. "I promise, Mama," she said. Then she put on her red hood, took the basket, and happily set off toward Grandma's house on the other side of the forest. The birds chirped, the sun shone through the trees, and Little Red Riding Hood skipped along, humming a tune. But deep in the forest, behind the tall trees, a big sly wolf was watching her. The wolf was always looking for food, and when he saw the little girl, he thought, she looks tasty, and perhaps her grandmother too." The wolf walked up to her with a smile. "Good morning, little girl," said the wolf in a polite voice. "Good morning," replied Little Red Riding Hood, forgetting her mother's warning. "Where are you going with that lovely basket?" asked the wolf. "To my grandmother's house, just across the forest," she answered honestly. The wolf's eyes gleamed. He thought of a clever trick. "Why not pick some pretty flowers for your grandmother? She would love them," suggested the wolf. "Grandma, it's me," she called. "Come in, my dear," said the wolf in a gruff voice. She stepped inside and was surprised. Her grandmother looked different. "Grandma, what big ears you have," she said. "All the better to hear you with, my dear," growled the wolf. "Grandma, what big eyes you have." "All the better to see you with, my dear." "Grandma, what big hands you have." "All the better to hug you with, my dear." "Grandma, what big teeth you have." "All the better to eat you with," roared the wolf, leaping out of bed. Little Red Riding Hood screamed and tried to run. Just then, a woodcutter who lived nearby was walking past the cottage. He heard the cry and rushed inside with his axe. He saw the wolf and shouted, "Get out, you wicked creature!" The wolf, frightened by the woodcutter, ran out of the house and into the forest, never to be seen again. The woodcutter opened the cupboard and helped Grandma out. She hugged Little Red Riding Hood tightly. Little Red Riding Hood gave Grandma the basket of cakes and honey, and they all sat down together, feeling safe and happy. That day, Little Red Riding Hood made a promise. "I will always listen to my mother, stay on the path, and never speak to strangers again."